Hey, so I want to talk about that space of misunderstanding, that space of inherent misunderstanding that's with all communication, because we don't all interpret information the same way. No people see red the same, the color red the same. No people experience hot the same. And sometimes those descriptors can mean more, can carry more weight than others, particularly when we're describing things like conscience, integrity, loyalty, those things those intangible things, when we want to quantify intangible things. It can cause us, where we have misidentified or have had misunderstandings, miscommunications around those things with people. It can cause us to be wary of strangers or the person that's on the path with us or that we may see traveling as we move along our own. It can cause us to be wary of strangers, not knowing those things if we've had bad experiences in the past. Some people could have heard the end of that other video or even just what I said, and say, yeah, that's why I beat him myself. That's why. However, one of the ways we learn resilience and become whole people, we have to teach ourselves something other than that bad experience. We have to learn something other than that bad experience. They teach people in equestrian training, when they're learning to ride horses, if they fall, you get back on it right away. When children are learning to ride bicycles, if they fall, they tell them to get back on it right away. But with relationships, with human dynamics and interactions with folks, if somebody get me fucked up once, they don't really get a second chance to do it twice, because the consequences in real life is not as simple as a sore hip or a scraped knee, like when you fall off a horse or a bike. However, the only way I can learn my own resilience, in terms of not trusting other people, because it doesn't have shit to do. I mean, other people will get the byproduct of it, but I have to learn within myself that whatever that interaction was not my fault. Because too often when we mistrust people, we internalize it. I should have knew better. I should have. Well, listen, if somebody is giving you 2 plus 2 plus 2 and leave you to come up with your own answer, you're not a fool for saying 6. You're not a fool for that. You can only work with the information you can only work with. I had to learn to stop damning myself if I had an interaction with someone that didn't go well. Like, oh, I should have. No, not in terms of my own behavior, unless I know somehow I let myself down or compromise within myself somewhere. And that's, for instance, my unhealed self has a type, okay? My unhealed self definitely has a type. Now, if I go grabbing it and bringing it through my door right now, then I'm buying whatever the fuck it is with eyes wide open. But we not doing that no more. And I'm grateful. So that's not really what I mean. Like, I can't cry like, oh, I shoulda. Damn right I shoulda or shouldn't have. You know what I mean? Like, not that. I'm saying that as I continue to have interactions with people, go out, meet folks, if I say I'm open to having dating or a relationship or whatever, then I can't be fearful of meeting people or some sort of vulnerability with folks, which means I have to teach myself that I know how to pick the right people. So I have to not be afraid to try to at least pick somebody, because otherwise the only evidence that I have is the last bad pick that I picked. Oh, look, it's a unicorn. No, it's a jackass in a party hat. I have to learn to make those differences. I have to learn that I can tell the difference, right? Like whichever glasses I'm wearing, I need to be able to spot the difference and to know within myself I can do that. Because guess what? It's all mixed together. You can't tell folks just by looking at them. And quite honestly, the frauds got their game tight out here in these streets. They really, 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 really do. That's why I keep myself playing. And it's most of the time, who ain't for you will weed themselves out when you stand on your own. I don't feel the need to keep shifting and moving just because somebody moving weird. They'll fall off. We just won't. And if the right person will slow down for you, or y'all will find the right rhythm together. It ain't as, you know what I mean? I used to think it was the impossible task, but it ain't really that hard. Like, once you believe it and know what you want and know what you're willing to stand on and what things mean to you. So whatever our interactions are with other people, we still have the power. I still have to remember. Like, that's the thing, that it's not that it ain't scary or it's not intimidating. I still sometimes have to go through my own internal thinking. But guess what? If something's not okay, I now have evidence I can see within myself where I've learned to tell myself no for things that ain't good for me. And I don't have to wait until it's something I wanted really, really bad, right? Because it's hard. That's like trying to stop a car at 90 miles an hour in like 2 feet of space. You done built up all this wanting and expectation, and now you want to tell yourself no? You had to learn yourself on the inside well enough to tell yourself no before it's going to hurt to tell yourself no. So, I said the thing about the TV, right? So there are times where I will let myself have a day where I'm a binge a thing. And every now and then, if I think I'm going too far, I don't, because I get bored with it. It's like, oh, you really thought you was about to sit there and watch that all day? I did think I was going to do that, but I don't want to. I find that I don't really want it as much as I thought I did, because I've learned to tell myself, no, it's not okay to sit there and do that all the time. And it's the same thing with reactions, and I had to learn to do that with my type. I don't care how much you like it. It ain't good for you. Don't care how good. It is not good. Girl. And we all go through those things. And on the other side of that is freedom. On the other side of that is a little bit of fun. It's still quiet. I'm still myself. I still love me. It's not, I don't know. It's a lot less scary. It's a lot less scary because I'm not afraid of the people on the path, because odds are they ain't really checking. People that's really for you will make intention to come to you. The person just walking by is just the person just walking by. The person who might be alongside you in the capacity for some sort of time, you have to be fearful of them. Be curious. Being fearful of the people around you will allow you to receive no information, and you might need information about them, even if to save your fucking life. So you have to find a way. I'm going to say you have to. It benefits us to find ourselves to a place where we can get curious about other people again, and not for the sake of usury or whatever it is, because I find I enjoy meeting new people because I learn more about myself. I understand more of the world. They have information and experiences and things where tell me about things that they've done, and I suddenly now know, oh wow, that's something I might like to try. That's something I might like to learn. That's something I might like to explore. So yeah, because My reach can only extend so far into the world. If I want to extend further, then I have to join with somebody else, right? And it's the same with all of us. Our individual reach can only go but so far. And most of us want either connection or to be able to contribute something to the world. We weren't meant to do it alone. So, yeah, that's like the other part of the bullshit from the first bullshit part one. Okay.